Hey Gemini, welcome to your, we're going to call it the end of May energy reading because I didn't make it quite for the mid-months, but we still have a week left of the month of May 2021. We have big astrological events happening, so I didn't want to leave you hanging and I wanted to do a video for you. This is going to be between May the 25th and the 31st of May. That's where I'm setting the intention for your reading. Of course, time is, fluid. It's not going to be always between those dates, right? This is energy that we're reading. So, okay. Let's see. What do we have going on? We have a full moon lunar eclipse that is happening in the sign of Sagittarius on the 26th. Oh, and by the way, we have Gemini season. So, happy birthday to my Gemini viewers. I hope that your solar return is a huge blessing to your spiritual path and spiritual growth this year. And I hope that you get nice things and spend time with people you love. It's your birthday, right? But another big event that we're having is your ruling planet, Mercury, is going retrograde on the 29th, and that will continue on through July, I think. So your ruling planet, your strength, you are the great communicator, Gemini. Mercury is your ruling planet. When Mercury goes retrograde, it affects all of us as a collective. But I really feel the fact that Mercury is going retrograde in your sign of Gemini, it's going to be like Mercury retrograde on steroids, okay? Which is not a bad thing. I mean, it happens for a reason, okay? It's time for us to review, reassess. It can also bring situations or people back around that we thought we were finished with to kind of wrap up karma or maybe come back together if it's meant for you to, if you haven't learned a lesson, to maybe learn the lesson that was supposed to be learned. So you do need to kind of take it easy on yourself and others during Mercury retrograde. With the eclipse, it's just going to be even more intensified. So, we're just going to have to roll with it, right? Flow with the energy. And that's the great thing about astrology is you know how to work with the energy. You're not a victim to it. You work with it and actually have a whole lot more positive forward progress in your life. So I recommend it if you are interested in astrology. You kind of compare these things, these big events. How did, get a journal and write it down. How did this affect my life when the eclipse in Sagittarius, May 26, 2021? And then as you start learning the energies of all these planets and what happens when they go retrograde and things like that, to me, that was the best way for me to learn, is just living it. Because, there's still a whole lot of things I don't know what that'll do because I haven't experienced it, but you kind of know what the energies are. You can kind of tell what it's going to do to your house, depending on what house that sign is in your chart, right? So you do have to do a natal birth chart to be able to follow astrology the way that I'm explaining you to do. Okay, let's get off of astrology and let's get on to tarot. Okay, I pulled the overall energy. We have the Star card, Major Arcana for the sign of Aquarius. I'm using, by the way, for those of you who purchased decks, Angel Wisdom Tarot by Radley Valentine, if I didn't say that already. Then we have the Empress, Major Arcana for Libra and Taurus. This is Venus ruled, right? The Empress is the Divine Feminine. And we have the Eight of Cups. The need to move on, seeking more from life than what you're experiencing. A spiritual quest. Perhaps you're going on a spiritual quest, Gemini. But it's just him and his dog, right? His best friend there. They're going to take off. He's leaving a lot of cups behind in that treasure chest. So, you're leaving behind something or someone, a situation, a home, a person that you love very much. You treasure them so much that you put the cups in the treasure chest, right? This can't be easy. You could be leaving behind a part of yourself that has held you back for a long time, Gemini. So I don't want to be all down in the dumps. Everybody's not leaving a relationship or a person or Everybody's not leaving a job or a home. Some of you are just leaving behind, old toxic habits. I don't know why my phone is going off. I apologize. Um, Leaving behind some type of toxic behavior. It's probably my mother. She just made it to the beach and she messaged me that she made it. So it's probably pictures so I can be jealous. Okay, so looking at the star and the Empress, wow, somebody sees you like the epitome of, you know, femininity, I guess I would say. The Empress, the star, this is huge. I wonder if you don't have someone coming back to you. We'll have to look, because the Eight of Cups, you're leaving things behind because it's not fulfilling you. You've outgrown situations, right? Or relationships. You have ascended higher and you want more from your life, okay? Casual connections or small talk, it's just not going to be enough to stimulate you, make you happy. You've ascended, you've healed, and there are probably some people that just can't keep up with you vibrationally, right? But it's not people for all of you. Like I said, you could be living behind toxic cycles, patterns, low vibrational behaviors, negative thinking. Okay, so the star card says, have faith. The future is bright. Dreams come true. Positive changes that bring an end to challenging times. The light at the end of your tunnel, Gemini, with the star card. Very good energy. And then the Empress, she's hugging a unicorn here, but she's the mother, right? Anything that you give her, she grows. You give her a seed, and she can grow a baby or food or trees, right? But here she is with a unicorn. She is totally in her element there in nature, nurturing the animals. It says time to take action. Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting that because the Empress receives, right? She's the feminine energy. Not that the Empress can't take action. It's just, we usually say be the Empress, don't chase. Use the law of attraction and draw that into you, but apparently not in this deck and not for your reading, Gemini. It says time to take action. Give birth to your dreams. Creative projects will be very successful, abundance and prosperity. And then that may be what you're being recognized here with the star card. Everybody's recognizing you. They're in awe of you. They're celebrating you. They admire you, okay? You're pouring out, I think of healing here. So there may be something that you're doing in your own healing that is really getting attention from others. You're helping others somehow. And the Empress is a very loving energy. Also this is very fertile energy. So if you don't want to get pregnant and you want to practice safe sex, okay, when that shows up. But definitely all eyes are on you. And you're very powerful with that star card. Very loving and nurturing with the Empress card. And the Empress is the major arcana to me for abundance. It's the most abundant card in the deck, right? And it just keeps growing. So I think it has a lot to do too with you growing. Your soul growth is causing you to leave. Eight of Cups type of leaving is seeking more from life than what you experienced thus far. The bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords. This is completely Gemini energy. I always think of the Page of Swords when I think of Gemini, because the Page of Swords, as it's described here, logical, perceptive, insightful, blunt, an exciting intellectual challenge, brilliant insights, information that you need but might be challenging to receive. Review all documents very carefully. Now, I will say Mercury retrograde, most of you know this that follow astrology, you have to review any legal documents, any contracts very carefully during Mercury retrograde, okay? It's very important that you are aware of what you're signing. There can be miscommunication during Mercury retrograde, but basically it happens for a reason. It moves us further along on our path. It brings fated things together that were stuck. When it starts to go direct and gets going direct and speeds up a little bit. But I think of you as the Page of Cups because Gemini, you are that genius, right? That creative genius, that intellectual genius that comes from Gemini. You're very perceptive. And it says an exciting intellectual challenge. So somebody might be challenging your intellect, right? Which you would really be attracted to that as an air sign, especially as a Gemini, someone who can, give you butterflies not in your stomach but in your mind, right? Okay, so let's use the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed and pull your spread for this end of May and see what Spirit wants to say. So what do we have here? We have Libra, we have Taurus, we have Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio with that Eight of Cups energy, which is emotions, right? We have Page of Swords, so it could be a Gemini such as yourself that you're dealing with, or an Aquarius or Libra. First card out is totally you, Gemini. Ace of Air. This is your genius, right? Your God-given gift from God, your brilliant mind, right? Ace of Air. So you're going to have an epiphany or kind of like an awakening, like a small awakening where it all comes together, right? I'm picturing, they're showing me like, and I don't know a lot about like quantum physics, but how everything just comes together, and somebody could just be writing on a board and, it all looks Greek to me, but then they solve this huge problem, right? Six of Fire. This says the same thing. It's kind of, the Six of Fire to me is kind of like what I'm seeing with the Star, but on a lesser level because it's a minor arcana, but it is the minor arcana for success, but it's known as the card for gaining attention. So, it's okay to get attention right now, Gemini. Well, first of all, it's your season, so who's going to come down on you for, seeking attention? It's your season. You shine like a star, always, Gemini, but especially now. But I'm just saying, you have success coming up. Not just success that nobody knows about. This is success where you can toot your own horn. It's a big deal. People are really noticing you. You're getting a lot of attention, and that's good. You're supposed to be getting attention right now. Magician. Again, it has a lot to do with Mercury to me. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, so is Gemini. And this is your card, you and Virgo. So the common denominator between you and Virgo is your ruling planet of Mercury, hence the Magician card. So keep your thoughts positive, okay? You may be manifesting at a rapid rate with the Magician. You could also be kind of in a tricky energy. You may be trying to get over on somebody. Be careful with that. We got Saturn going retrograde. Even if Saturn is retrograde, we need to be even more diligent to handle things in a karmically responsible way. I'm not sure how to word that exactly. I hope you're getting what I'm saying. Let's keep everything out in the open, truthful, and not have any type of bad thoughts, I guess, with the Magician's what I'm saying. Yeah, because you're manifesting. See, she's pulling this out. She created this. It's like she's pulling this out of her dream, right? She manifested this. The Nine of Fire, you've put a lot of time and energy into this. So you want to handle this with kid gloves, right? As they say. She's not letting anybody put their hands on this. This is her creation. This is her manifestation. It's hers, okay? She is doing her due diligence to make sure that it comes into her reality by her own hands. With that Nine of Fire, you're not letting anybody get in the way. And look at this. You have the Star card again, okay? The Star card can be a miracle. So this is like having two miracles in one reading, right? Spirit really wants you to see yourself as a star, okay? This is your season. Step into your power, Gemini, and shine, okay? This is, as far as the 12 zodiac signs, you all have a job to do. I feel like in your season, you bring something to the collective that we need right before something big happens collectively, okay? We need you to show up, right? 80% of success is just showing up. So we need you to show up as a collective, Gemini, and lead us with some type of information that you have before something huge happens that will affect the collective, like an eclipse, right? the eclipses happen to the common people. They happen to the collective. So maybe there's something, some sort of knowledge that you are getting with this Page of Swords, and Spirit saying it's okay to stand up and tell people about it. Because you know what, Gemini, it's your season. Spirit created you as a Gemini for this time, for you to be able to stand up. You're beautiful, you're glowing, you're in your element. Now speak, okay? And then 3 days later, Mercury goes full on into retrograde. Oh, I guess God's got jokes, right? The universe has jokes. Yeah, because Mercury retrograde comes in and we all can't speak. We're like idiots. We can't talk. It's like your brain forms the thought. You know how to say the word, but for some reason it comes out all messed up. I've been doing that in the shadow. The shadow has got me, which I do have Gemini in my chart too, though. We have the Messenger of Earth coming out as the last card in the spread. So again, I think that's what I was saying. You may have Earth in your chart somewhere, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. But Gemini, I feel this is you coming out. You have a message to give the collective, right? Or it could just be in your inner circle. But you have a message to give to more than one person. And you are feeling very confident that what you are about to say could help, right? You're coming in to help. Maybe to get everybody grounded, okay? Because that earth energy is all about being grounded. So whatever message you come in with this Messenger of Earth, I feel like it's also a slow energy. So it's taking you possibly years to collect the information that you are going to be speaking on, right? And it's going to be different for all of you, of course, but I feel that you have knowledge that you have collected for a long amount of time, whatever that means for you, okay? Some of you months, years, decades, whatever, and you are gearing up. The universe has provided you with such an audience, okay? And the star showing up twice here, it's like you're coming to heal, right? The star is very healing. What you have to say or what you have learned is going to be healing to someone or a collective of people. And it's beautiful. And you're so bold and confident. Now, there is a little bit of micromanaging here in a way with the universe. This is all energy, right? So this could be in the 5D, but it's almost like you are letting everyone know that this is your creation. Okay, let's get it on record. This is Gemini's. Gemini is the only one that can work with this and touch this until it comes completely into our reality. But I will tell you how I did it or what it's about and look beautiful while telling it, because it's going to give you that stability that you need before some fated event, right? And you did this by being the Magician. Okay, naturally, this is your card. This is number 1 in the Major Arcana. To me, this is the first card of the Major Arcana of taking action. Now, the Fool is a leap of faith, but I mean, putting your action into it, right? The Fool is all about having the faith, right? To just believe without knowing. But Gemini, you know, okay? You know something. You went, look how big this sword is, okay? This is a huge truth that you have here. This is the sword of truth. And look at the butterflies. This transformed you personally, what you have learned, okay? And it's going to transform others too. As soon as you stand up to speak, you are going to be healing people, okay? Possibly healing situations. I don't know. But I do see there is something about you walking away, because there's a lot of 10s here. You've got the 10 of Swords underneath this, but it's a rite of passage with the 6 of Swords underneath that. So never mind. It's good because it's fated. It's meant to happen, okay? Some things are fated and Spirit has your back. Bottom of the deck, what you don't see is the 2 of Fire. 2 of Fire is making plans. It could be waiting for someone to join you on a journey. 2s to me are soulmate energy. You could have a soulmate that is a fire sign that's coming in, possibly. But it's making plans, okay? It's the next steps in something that we're creating, something that we've created. It's the next course of action after it comes to our reality. So let's use the Depths of the Sea Oracle by Mystic Moon Oracles. to kind of clarify this epiphany, what is the Ace of Air here for, Spirit? First card out. Why is the Ace of Air here for Gemini? What are they learning? What is this epiphany? What is this aha moment for Gemini? Resurrection. Wow, you raising the dead, Gemini? Oh my God, I think I figured it out. You may, okay, this is not for all of you. Some of you, this is just very spiritual. Not that this isn't spiritual, but you may have a lot of people returning. And I mean, possible exes. And it may feel like, really, universe? I've had that happen to me in the past. And I'm like, how could this many people be coming back that I haven't even talked to, right? It's a Mercury retrograde thing, and it's like on steroids because it's in your sign. So you could have family, friends that you might have cut out of your life. And, you know, they're not all going to be unwelcome. Some of them you're going to welcome back, okay, because they've done the healing work too. They've resurrected in a sense, and they're coming back to show you, Gemini, look at me. You know, where you left me is not where I stayed, because you inspired me with your own healing. And, you know, can we be friends again? Or can I get a second chance? And you have the free will to say no, right? If that's your answer. But there will be some, whether it's friends, exes, family, or even situations or jobs can come back around. Intimacy. This could be somebody that you've been intimate with. This is just getting worse for some of you. I know I can see the comments already. And by the way, do not come at me in my comments. I mean, I love you all, but people have been coming at me a little bit here lately. So maybe I need to explain tarot and how it works, because some of these new people, it's like they don't understand. One person came at me in the Virgo talking about I gave bad advice. First of all, there are times I give advice and I will step out of what I'm doing with my channeling to give my personal opinion and let you know that it's my personal opinion. But if I don't do that, it's channeled and I can't control what comes out. Okay, I have had advice come out for personal readings for years that I would never have told that client to do that, and then they do it and it works out perfect for them. Okay, I don't question my guides, period. So just be respectful. If there's anybody watching that wants to come at me, just do it in a respectful way and we can discuss it and maybe we both learn something, right? But I just don't like when people bring negative energy. I do everything I can to keep myself positive for you guys. So, you know, just try to do that, right? We're all adults here. You shouldn't be watching this if you're not at least 18. And I called it. You got the bubbles, second chances. Okay, so somebody, probably the way I'm feeling right now in your energy, Gemini, multiple somebodies want a second chance. Social media. Could be someone reaches out to you through social media, or they see you. I just heard my guides say they see them on social media, and seeing your picture. Maybe you post a picture and you haven't posted one in a long time, but when they see your face, they see your essence, your aura, it's like they want to bridge that gap. They want whatever happened between you. And it's not just, oh, you look good, so I want to date you again. It's they see your eyes, they see your soul, they see that person that they fell in love with or that they did wrong and can't live with themselves over, and they want to do whatever it is to make it right. Okay, that's all that is. You don't have to take an ex back. Okay, so don't start in the comments, please. The bottom of the deck, this could be somebody who has been hiding their emotions for you. So you could also have a friend that comes in to let you know, hey, I'm hiding deep, deep love for you, and I want to be more than just friends. But for some of you, you're just going to have friends and exes and who knows what coming back, because the good news is there are going to be at least one, I feel, if not multiple, that are coming back changed, healed, and ready to give the time, love, and energy into you that you once gave into them when they were all, you know, all fucked up, right? And the other good news is that you fulfilled a spiritual quest, right? You fulfilled a spiritual quest by healing these people, possibly awakening people who you had to separate with through at some point in the journey. or the universe separated you, whether you wanted to be or not. Some of you didn't want to willingly separate or didn't cut these people out because, I mean, look, these were people you were intimate with, right? Very close. But they want a second chance to bridge the gap between you. They've changed, and you are going to be seeking more from life than what you're experiencing after Mercury goes direct on a new spiritual quest. So that's awesome, Gemini. I mean, you handled this karmic situation with these people truly just like a Gemini. I swear you guys have like multiple compartments in your brain that go all the time and like 50 different hands. I don't know how you get. I've worked with Geminis. I live with a Gemini. My roommate's a Gemini, and I'm surrounded by Geminis. You are my favorite sign, I do believe. But I don't know how you do and accomplish what you did. But here again, good job, Gemini. You did great. Let's get an oracle card for you. I don't want to leave you hanging. So we're going to pull from the Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron-Reed. One oracle card, Spirit, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to show me one. And I get three, but it's okay. We'll go through them really quickly. 22, soulmate energy, tender embrace. This person is going to embrace you, and it's going to feel like home, right? And you know it. Most of you know it. This is a number 41. It breaks down to a 5, which is all about changes, okay? Again, I feel this person has changed. She's riding an owl, and it says a higher view. This person has a higher view because they have ascended. They have awakened, been through their dark night of a soul. They have healed and ascended, and now they're coming back to you. So that may be why it might be people that you're like, really? Why are you coming back? I haven't seen you in a long time. They didn't want to come back, and I'm feeling it's very sweet because you mean so much to them, and what you showed them about themselves is so precious to them that they didn't want to come back during the dark night of soul. They didn't want to come back just because they had awakened. They wanted to heal first, and they wanted to come to you correctly, whether it be friend, family, or relationship. Now, still make them prove themselves, okay? That's what this person just went off on me about the Virgo reading comments. The advice I gave was, I think, to hear them out or give them, be open-minded. First of all, if you're not open-minded, you shouldn't even be watching my channel, okay? Because only open-minded people can learn, grow spiritually, and ascend, okay? And that's what my channel is about, is to try to help you release yourself from the conditioning that you've lived under all your life. Realize that you can create your own reality, and a lot of the things that you see are not reality anyway, right? Then we have willing release, and I love this card. Is it not beautiful? So you can look at these as wishes, or you can look at these as weeds, right? It's that energy. But you're going to release something here. Maybe unforgiveness, okay, for some of you. But there's so many butterflies in your reading that I feel like more than one person has benefited from your healing and your awakening, and have gone through their own awakening and ascension process themselves. But they see you as that earth angel that brought that to them, and that's absolutely beautiful to me, Gemini. I don't care who you are. But until next time, I'm sending you all so much love and light. Namaste, Gemini.